Happy New Year. We're talking about our unhinged holidays.
And how to kick off the new year on Long Island.
Welcome back to our first Long Island tea of 2025. This is very exciting.
So exciting.
Where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life for a whole new year. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back. We made it.
We did make it. You and I were sending each other like memes.
Oh my gosh.
The entire thing. And I was like, when you did not expect to finish 2024 without being in an insane asylum,
right.
Like the mental hospital. We did it.
We did it.
We made it.
I love I wanted to be like Vanna White, like our good friend Vanna. She's like, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, exactly. She does do that. She is like a robot. I love her. So yeah, wow, we've got a lot to catch up on.
I know. We had some time off.
A lot of time off.
Yeah.
I feel like it just, maybe it's the way Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa fell this year, but it felt like, to me, an extended period of time.
It did.
Which I'm here for.
It was lovely.
Yeah, which, by the way, no complaints.
Right. But it did feel really long. But also, like, a bit chaotic.
Oh, always the holidays. I don't know. We have a lot to catch up on. I mean, I think we did our last podcast even before our executive retreat and our holiday party. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, so we pull the executive team together every year, end of the year, for kind of a full day overview of what we. Sharon. It's 2025. I forgot to say, how you doing?
How you doing?
Dear, I'm already off. I'm already off the game. I'm like, oh my God, I almost forgot to say, how you doing? So we pull the whole team together for this executive retreat. And this year we normally go to like a hotel.
Yes.
Someplace.
One of our partners.
Yeah. One of our partners. And we spend the whole day out of the office, just really planning the whole year, talking about what we thought worked, what we could do differently, how we can grow and evolve and elevate always. Yeah. And we plan the whole year. It's awesome.
I know. And it is. It's like you blink and we're like, oh, okay, now it's December again.
I know. We go through the whole year of travel schedules and who's going where and making sure that we're not duplicating or that everybody's, I think it's pretty good methodology for planning out the year. It doesn't lock us in, but it gives us a great foundation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this year we did it at Ed's house. Ed, who is our director of advocacy and stewardship. Mm-hmm. And Ed's just such a great part of our team.
He is.
And he's like, I don't think he's like such an interesting character.
Right.
You know, he's got an incredible history and background, and he has like a 15-bedroom house.
Historical house.
That used to be an inn.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like operated by his mom and by the way, they got this house at like a crazy steal.
Oh my gosh.
Because he said it was like dilapidated, and they restored it to its magic.
Oh my gosh. It was so incredible. He actually, he was telling us about the history of it and everything, but he and his ex-wife at the time literally hand did everything to restore it.
He wrote a book about it.
Yeah.
He wrote a book about the history of this house. I mean, it looks like it could be.
Like, there you go. He's an author.
It's great. His history,
you wouldn't know
his history is crazy. And then he's like, oh, yeah. So his ex-wife lives in the house like that he still owns, like right around the corner from him. Mm-hmm. He has this inn. And then his neighbor who had no family. Mm-hmm. And so Ed and his family kind of befriended him and left him his house.
Right. And he was like an antique dealer.
And then he's got like priceless works of art that was just in this guy's house.
The best part about that story, I don't even know if we talked about it, but how he realized, he didn't know that it was so, he just thought it was a beautiful piece of art. So when he was cleaning out the estate, he went and put this canvas, if you will.
It was a big, giant framed
piece of art on the hood of his car and like drove it across the properties, like things falling down, he
almost lost it. He's holding on to it on the roof of his car as he drives it around the corner to, from house to house.
Yeah.
Turns out the other one is hanging in the National Gallery. There's two of these kind.
And like Sotheby's comes and like
is
appraises
like,
it.
this
And
is
I was
amazing.
Like, are you kidding me?
And it's still just like on the floor. Tilted. I'm like, I love it. He gave us like a tour. I was like, Ed, you are one step away from hosting our annual gala.
Yes. Yes.
I almost say like we just have our holiday party there next year.
I know. It was incredible.
Because he and his fiance did such a good job, and they hosted. It was just so comfortable and beautiful.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful historic Long Island property right on the water in Eaton's Neck.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, these are one of those like hidden, amazing Long Island neighborhoods.
It's insane.
Which is near Northport. If you don't know where it is, you cross this little bridge, Eaton's Neck. It's just, we're driving through there and it's like, it feels like Dune Road. It's so, I love, it's one of those things about Long Island. You got to love it. There's so much to discover. And even our team was there like, this is so beautiful. We had a great day. And then we had our holiday party.
Yes, that was so fun.
It was fun.
It was cute.
That was my favorite one I think we've ever had.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
And a lot of it's probably because the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
You know, the team had such a good time together.
Yeah, there was really great energy that whole night. It was a lot of fun. I think everybody was
in Bayshore.
Down in Bayshore. It was really good because I think everybody was just so proud of the work that we accomplished this year, and they were just like loving each other. It was so fun.
I was going to say, everyone really likes to be around each other, you know, which is not always the case. And we had a really fun time. I had to go because Tegan had a doctor's appointment, and I was like, and we were past due.
Yeah.
We were already late. We should have closed the party like half hour before.
Right.
And I was the first one to leave, I think.
Yeah,
and it was so fun. I didn't want to go.
I know. And it's funny because shortly after you left, I left. And I think that they still hung out.
Yeah.
It
was really, and everyone made cookies.
It was so cute.
And let me tell you, I brought some cookies. We had a cookie exchange. I brought some cookies home. Those cookies were amazing.
Oh, yeah, they always are.
They were delicious.
We missed out on Chris's
oh, I know.
Brownie
his amazing
surprise.
cake that he always whether he's smoking the meats or making the cakes, he always does something
incredible.
Well, he's an artist. Mm-hmm. You know, anyway, I love our team, and it was really fun. So you kind of went into the holidays with all of that, like you said, great energy. And then it was like crazy, right?
Crazy.
Going into Christmas. Were you nuts?
I was nuts. I waited until the last minute like a dummy.
Yeah.
But Christmas was great. It really was. It was like my kids are at an age, you know, where it's fun.
Yeah.
It gets funner the older they get, I think. I don't know.
Until a certain age.
And then it becomes...
And then it's less fun.
Yeah.
It's more about, what did you buy me?
Well, it's funny.
Don't deviate from the list.
Don't deviate from the list. I really thought they were going to like wake us up super early. And it was like I think I woke up before they did. I was like, what's happening?
Oh, wait till they become teenagers. Then you have to wake them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You turn that corner. Remember when they were little and you're like, oh my God, they're going to get up so early. Like, please, because they're so excited.
Yeah.
And now you're like, we're down there. I think I saw what I posted on Instagram. I'm like making bacon. I call it the Texas alarm clock.
Yes.
Because it fills the whole house. I'm like, we're up. Smell that. Smell that.
I know. It's cute.
Yeah. And finally they come down and we're like, we're already mimosas in.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? No, it was fun though. It was fun. And I went to the city with Patrick and Ed.
Yes,
and
how
we
was
had
it?
such a good time. It was a cold but beautiful day.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, I loved the fit.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Yes, my fit. I was like, yeah, the girls were like, you could not be more extra right now. Whatever.
I love it.
I was like, listen.
You were bringing it.
I did. I was like, and they were like, you look like you're trying to be a housewife.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm like, yeah.
I am.
Bravo. Call me.
Call me. I'm available.
Because look how I bring it.
That's so funny.
No, it was fun. It was great. I mean, Patrick and Ed appreciated it because, of course, they're amazing and extra. No, we had the best time. It was really fun seeing Patrick's whole family and, of course, seeing Patrick and Ed. I love them so much. And now every time I'm like, I got to go see them. I don't see them enough. I miss them. But New York City is so beautiful.
Magical.
It really is.
I know.
And we've had great weather.
I know. It's insane, the weather.
Except for New Year's Eve.
Yeah. That thunderstorm.
It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine being at the ball drop? There's just no. It's just even in nice
Did you
weather.
see that? Somebody posted it. that when you're a true New Yorker, you will never go see the ball drop.
Right. I guess that's
Like,
me now.
I will never.
I guess the girls were all talking about it is a bucket list thing.
It is a bucket list thing. But, I mean, not to be a Debbie Downer, but like bringing in the new year with that thunderstorm.
It's crazy.
You could be like, who are they? I love them. The artist, this singer, sings Thunder.
Oh, AC/DC?
No.
Oh.
Not that Thunder. Imagine Dragons. Thank you, Michael. That's like when have you ever see those TikToks with him singing and performing Thunder? Oh, look it up.
Okay. That was it. Okay.
It's pretty amazing. But you bringing in the year with that thunderstorm, it was insane.
It was crazy. It was such a nice break between Christmas and New Year's as well. Like I was telling you earlier, I have a bunch of things I did. Like all the kids were home. Even Finnegan came home for that week, and it was so fun. It's just I slept like a baby, and you wouldn't believe the amount of screaming
but
that was taking place.
That's like your white noise.
Exactly. Thomas was like, I can't believe you slept with how much they were hollering and like laughing. Because we got Thomas one of those JBL speakers. Yeah. That I don't know why he wanted it. He said he wants it for the outdoor movies, which we're not going to probably do anymore because we don't have kids at home anymore. But I was like, fine, you want the speaker? Here's the speaker. Turns out we used the speaker more than he did. Like we had full dance party, Christmas Eve in our living room, and the kids were full, just partying all night. Love it. And I loved it. To me, I was like, this is the happiest. Yeah. Thomas, I think he's ready for the holidays to be over. Thomas likes it.
He likes a quiet house.
He likes the quiet house. He loves all the kids, obviously. Yeah. But like, I think he likes it when it's just me and him, and probably Tegan, because Tegan's like a mini me. Yeah. So oftentimes he feels like he can bounce things off of her, she'll react the same way I do. Yeah. So it's when I'm not there a lot, so he doesn't feel. But no, it's been so fun. But it's been crazy. So all the kids were home. I talked about Patrick and Ed. Oh, so what did you do for Christmas Eve? Do you have any traditions? Do you do like a full fancy dinner? Yeah, or Christmas Day or whatever.
So my sister hosts Christmas Eve. And we cater because there's so many of us.
Like Italian or what?
Yeah, like she'll do like catered, chicken parm and things like that. But Christmas Day, we have everybody come to my house who doesn't have to go anywhere. So this year, Dan smoked a roast beef in the smoker, and it was so delicious.
You have a smoker?
Yeah. Wow. Well, he does. I don't.
Well, that's cool. I didn't even realize Dan was into that.
Yeah, we requested that he would smoke a chicken, but he was like, not on Christmas Day. Like, let me do it, on a random weekend. But, and then my sister made lasagna.
Oh, has he ever made brisket?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, brisket.
I'm kind of
ribs.
I'm kind of offended. Yeah. I don't have the invitation for that because I'm like, girl, I love my smoked meats.
Brisket. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We do. It's funny because I don't know when this started, but I think it was the kids many years ago. But we are that family. We do Chinese.
I love that. No, that's awesome.
We order in Chinese food every Christmas
on Christmas
Eve.
Day or
no Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And then Christmas morning, we wake up, I make breakfast, and then we eat leftovers or whatever. We don't do a big thing on Christmas Day. And I think it's because like Thomas's kids, we've always had to share.
Right. You know? So you never know. Yeah.
Right. And so so we started ordering in, and it's so great. It's delicious.
Is awesome. I love that. Well, we were talking earlier. I mean, I've been cooking, eating like girl. There's no tomorrow.
You and I both said, I was like 7 pounds.
7
Thanks
pounds.
for the holidays. And you were like 7 pounds.
I couldn't believe it. I was so angry.
And let me tell you, I was like lucky that it was only 7. I know. The way I was wild.
I know. Unleashed.
Unleashed. It was crazy.
I haven't had this much bread, and I don't know how, but it's so good.
I think it started with our holiday cookie party. Yes. When I was eating those cookies. I started eating the cookies, and I never stopped.
Well, we had those delicious slider sandwiches that were being passed around.
Oh, my God.
The Lucky Clucker, it's called.
Those chicken sandwiches were good.
They were bomb. I'm like, yeah, I'll have another one. And they weren't like sliders.
No,
I feel like they were like real
full sandwiches.
And of course, I ate a lot. And then I just kept eating because it was just
like,
holiday. Why not?
Yeah, no, it was wild. It was unhinged.
You know what it felt like? You know, when we were 2020 era?
Yes.
And like you're just baking and cooking because you.
Oh, I became Ina Garten.
Yeah. Dan became Joanna Gaines.
Oh, really?
I got all of those books. But so we whipped those back out. And I'm like, oh, this
Here we go.
country ranch chicken spaghetti? Sure.
Give me the recipe. Where is it? Let me tell you, the things I made. I became full Betty Crocker. Okay. I don't know. Thomas was like, I'll tell you one of the things. We had a whole thing. Thomas flipped out one night. I made my homemade artichoke dip, which is so good. Let me tell you, there's no spinach in this dip.
No.
There's nothing remotely healthy. Okay.
Oh,
it's
my
like
gosh.
everything unhealthy. It's so delicious.
Okay.
I made that. I made, that was really good. I made, oh my God, I'm like blanking on every dish that I did. I did this one, it was like a Pinterest fest in my house. I did this one like homemade Alfredo, it was called, chicken, spinach, cream, something, one pot, something. I don't know what. It was just basically Alfredo.
It's like Marry Me chicken?
No, it's pretty much cream cheese. Anything that can be made with cream cheese, I made this. Okay, if it could be made with cream cheese, I broke it out
And
over
butter
the holidays.
and heavy cream.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. Yes.
I've had cream cheese and any kind of cheese. It was
Same.
crazy. And then And then I made. I'm trying to think of all the stuff I made. So I made my famous. I should have brought them in. This is actually really good. I made my black eyed peas. That I make every New Year's Day because it's a Southern thing. You have to eat black eyed peas on New Year's Day. So I make everybody at least eat one on New Year's Eve after midnight before they leave my house. I make all the kids eat them. But my mom used to get them out of a can and make us eat them. And they were like, ugh. I mean, they don't have any flavor really.
Right,
They're just like a bean.
Yeah.
But in my adult years, I found this great recipe of the Southern spicy black eyed peas. It's almost like a soup. So the Fleischmans came over on New Year's Day and I introduced them to tradition. And Carrie was like, this is delicious. It's so good.
Oh.
You make it in the crock pot. Anyway, I made that. I'm blanking on but one of I blew Thomas' mind one day. I decided to make my special cookies. I make chocolate chip cookies because Kinsey asked me to make them.
Aww.
She's like, are you going to make your special cookies? I'm like, oh, and she was working. I haven't seen her half the time. She's been working half the time. It's super annoying. We were just fighting over text. I'm like, please quit your job.
Right. You don't need to work.
I've got one more weekend with you. Anyway, but I made this. So Thomas is playing Scrabble with Penelope and her friends. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm going to bake. And he's like, I'm sorry. You're going to do what?
You're baking?
He's like, you're going to bake? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make my cookies. He's like, you have chocolate chip cookies? What are these? You have cookies?
This? Yeah. That's hilarious.
Like, no, I do. I'm like, everybody knows. Kenzie knows. He's like, you've never made these for me. And I'm like, no, I'm sure I have. He's like, he loves
chocolate chip cookies.
I thought his head was going to explode. He's like, what is this?
Oh.
But I make them, my secret is I make them with white cake mix. Oh. So they're like white cake chocolate chip cookies. So you're really good. And the other thing is you don't cook them till they're brown. So they're like a little bit gooey.
Yeah.
They're
that's
like those.
Delicious.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Girl, I was just off the charts.
For New Year's Eve.
It was like 2020 all over again. Board games.
Right.
Drinking.
It's crazy.
What happened?
For New Year's Eve, my mom, it was very traditional for us to have like a big party because we have so many kids. So like all the older kids would have their friends over. So it was like we had this huge New Year's Eve party every year. So she would just like cook. And she'd make like these sweet balls or stromboli. So I made that on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah, it's delish.
Yes. Oh my God. We got to exchange recipes again because I got to get this stuff. This was so good. I mean, but it was fun. And I've been reading all of the horoscopes for 2025, trying to figure out which one I want.
Right.
which one speaks to me. And they all kind of say that there's a lot. And also I have a prediction here. I'm going to give you a prediction. This is the tea. Okay. We're going to start the tea early. So do you know what Chinese year 2025 is?
No.
So 2024 was the year of the dragon.
Okay. I'm going to go with pig.
No, this is very important, Michael. Okay. I'm looking at you. Okay. You heard it here first. We've been talking about this for a while, Sharon. 2025 is the year of the snake.
Okay.
Chinese New Year is on January 29th.
Okay.
So guess when I think Taylor Swift is going to drop her Reputation album?
Yes.
Year of the Snake.
Yes.
I'm
100%.
like, I totally am in sync with Taylor Swift mentally now.
Yeah.
Officially. So you heard it here first. But the Year of the Snake is all about wisdom and transformation.
Okay.
Because, the snake sheds their skin.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that it's kind of like a continuation of Brat Summer. Like everyone's kind of giving up on this perfectionist era that people have been in for a while and just letting life happen. And just... I feel like I did this a couple of years ago and I gained like 14 pounds.
It's going to make me nervous. Exactly. When you said that, I'm like,
But I think with a healthy mindset and moderation and, with healthy goals, but also, I saw this meme and it was like, no one claimed that 2025 is your year. Everybody just walk in slow. Don't touch anything.
Yeah. I saw this one where it was like the calendar. So like the first, second, and third is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So WTF?
I'm like, I'm slow, Sharon. You didn't walk me through it.
No, like who said? But any New Year's resolutions?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. We always talk about this. We're not big resolution people.
Right.
What about you?
No.
I'm
the same baddie that I've been.
Listen, and and when it comes to dry January,
nope.
I haven't heard nearly as much enthusiasm about dry January as I've heard in the past. And I think people are just like done with trying to set all these standards for themselves.
Yeah.
Also, you know what? It's funny because I didn't think about it. But when I was talking to like the wine country reps, they get really hurt by dry January.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're here to represent wine country.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we're here for you, Long Island wine country. We would maybe otherwise do dry January, but we're not going to.
We're
for
not
you.
going to.
Speaking of,
our taste of Long Island this week, we are sipping into the new year with some delicious 2022 Cabernet Franc from our very good friends at Chronicle Wines and Peconic. They are the best kept secret of the North Fork. The Cab Franc gets its softness from fermentation in egg-shaped tanks, which promotes a higher degree of grape skin contact in the fermenting juice than a standard tank provides.
They're so great. We've had them on the show before,
a couple times,
and love their stuff. And they're women owned. Yes.
They
Love
were just
them.
recently on News 12.
Yes, they had a whole feature on News 12. And it's two other winemakers. They came together to do Chronicle Wines. And I can't think of a better way to kick off the year because Cab Franc is my fave.
Yes, mine too. I love it.
Huge Cab
And we
Franc.
like it chilled. And Michael put it in the fridge for us.
Our Michael takes such good care of us.
He really does.
I love, you know what? As hard as it is sometimes to come back after a long break, I just love seeing our team.
I know.
And
everybody
I
was
saw Michael and I'm like, Happy New Year.
The energy this morning, everybody's
So
like, hi.
good.
Everybody's so excited to be back. Like, it was crazy. But there's just some more I want to talk about.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
This award-winning women-owned business has a variety of wines available to shop in person and online. Every bottle holds a story. Check out some of their fun educational events coming up, including a soup bowl night and Winemakers Happy Hour and more. To learn more about their wine and how to join their wine club, visit chroniclewines.co. Again, that's chroniclewines.co.
Well, we thank our friends at Chronicle Wines for kicking the year off right for us. And we love them. And honestly, we say it every time. But listen, take advantage of all the people doing dry January and go out to the vineyards right now.
Right. For those of you who are not doing dry January.
And go out to Long Island wine country. It's beautiful. Even when it's cold, it adds like this aura of like mystique and fun.
Magical.
And it really is.
It
There's
is.
something- And a lot of them have igloos or they all have great tasting rooms. And they're cozy in there.
Cozy. And like it's so nice, like sunset to go watch see a sunset on the North Fork. Oh my gosh!
And it's right
better
now
than
is
the
when,
Target parking lot.
Oh, whoa! That is saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
That's crazy.
I know.
Oh my God! I think a Long Island Wise guy where there were wild turkeys in your Target parking lot.
They're like all over my neighborhood. It's crazy.
It's like hilarious.
My neighbor across the street was like, Sharon, I was trying to get the girls to come out because these turkeys are on my front lawn. I'm feeding them. I'm like, stop feeding them. They're going to keep coming.
I love it. I'm surprised. They're going to be in Dan's smoker before you know it. You better watch out. Get out of my yard, turkey. No, but I was going to say, if you do go, it's also a local tip, some tea for you. It's a great time if you actually do care about wine and like learning more about it. Yeah. This is the time of year where you can often meet the winemakers. Mm-hmm. They'll be there in the tasting room. You get really one-on-one attention.
Oh, yeah. So. And that's what I love about it, too. Like, you can literally, they have the time to sit down and talk to you and explain every process and everything. I love it. This is my favorite time of year going up there.
Me, too. And so thanks to Wine Country and especially to our wonderful friends who we love so much at Chronicle Wines. And this Cab Franc is awesome.
It's amazing.
Just slightly chilled. Mm-hmm. Perfection. So speaking of January and all of that, I know we don't do resolutions, but what about like, are you doing anything wellness related or no? You're looking at me. No. Because, I finished my Platinum Bar Challenge.
I know. Congratulations. I saw that. That was Michael. So amazing.
I did it. And I had to do a post and I know it was like a little self-aggrandizing, but
no, you have to.
I'm like, it was a year commitment and it was, as you guys know, so hard.
So hard.
Not that 15 classes a month is that hard, but when you're traveling and when you've got
it's a commitment. It's a commitment.
I will tell you, I think 20 people finished it.
Wow.
So there's only 20 of us.
Okay.
And I'm really proud of my Pure Bar studio because in the past I got a sweatshirt one year for doing it. I got my Stanley last year, which I still love because I was kind of like, what? But this year they're actually having like a little party for us,
that's so
a little get together. I'm telling you, if I was the CEO of Pure Bar, they need to level up. There should be, if they were smart, Pure Bar, what you would do is you would have like different levels of merch that people can buy when you reach a certain level, and you could buy like 500 or you should make it exclusive,
right?
And make me spend my money on you,
right? Exactly.
I would buy everything, because to say like I did this, Anyway, whatever. It's a second story, but I finished my Pure Bar, so I signed up again for the Platinum. Okay. I know. But here, get this. When I signed up because if I don't, then I make excuses and I don't go.
Right.
It really does keep me on task.
Yes.
Remember that year I wasn't being a perfectionist and gained 14 pounds? I decided to give myself quote unquote grace and I didn't do anything.
Right.
I gave myself a lot of grace.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I went way downhill and it took me a year to like make up for it. But now I was signing up for it and they've changed it.
Oh, what is it?
12 classes a month.
Okay.
I'm kind of annoyed.
Yeah, because that's doable.
Seems less hard.
Yeah. That's definitely doable.
I think they want more people to be part of the club. And I'm like, no.
Right. This is exclusive.
Exactly. Anyway, whatever. So that's all I'm doing.
Okay. I like that. I don't know. I don't really, like, we're not resolution people, but I keep seeing these memes that are like, I'm still the bad that I've been.
Yeah.
Not a new year, new me. Like this is, I'm going to be proud of who I am.
Yeah.
Type of thing, which I'm here for it.
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like we knew going into 2024 is going to be a hard year. Mm-hmm. We knew it.
Oh yeah.
And it was exactly as we thought it would be.
Exactly as predicted.
We knew. I do think 2025 holds a lot more mystery for me. I'm not sure. I feel more positive about it.
Okay.
But I also, this is the year Tegan's going to pick a college and go to college.
Yeah.
And it's the year I will officially become an empty nester. So it does feel like the year of the snake for me. It does feel like a skin shedding year and a transformational year. So I got to figure out a good So I asked Michael earlier today. We had like a little pre-meeting. We're gonna have a full official meeting. Okay. So sorry, it wasn't without you. He just was in my office, and I was like, I want to get a horoscope reader or another medium in to tell us what 2025 holds. I need to know.
Okay.
I have. Remember, we were on a roll there with the astrocartographer.
Yeah.
And the
Jeffrey
Wands.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm like, I need some Jeffrey Wands, or I need somebody to come and tell me what my future. I need a tarot card reader.
Yep. Let's do it.
I need somebody in here. Somebody tell me what to do.
Michael, he's
on it.
Good.
He's on it. And we've also got some celebrities coming in again. It's funny how like celebrities are like DMing us.
I love that. I didn't hear this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But they're like, one of them DM'd me and was like, I want to come on your show.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, It's awesome. I'm excited. I mean, that's how exciting this show is. So hold on. What else was I going to talk? Oh, so let's talk about real quick. Speaking of wellness, that's what I was going to say. Speaking of wellness is if you are wanting to do something for yourself, and I do, again, the year of the snake, I'm just going to keep saying it, is about you. Right. Transformation, thinking about yourself, self-awareness, all those things. It is a good time to focus on you. I heard a lot of people, in fact, my friend Nicole Brownell.
Yeah.
I loved her post. She put this beautiful post on 2025 and it was a wonderful picture of black and white of her and her birthday with a firework. And she looked incredible, but she was like, working so hard. We're here. Like you said, we're still a bad bee. Like everyone feels like we've made it. Mm-hmm. We've made it through so many tough years. And you know what? And her last sentence was like, it's time to do some main character stuff.
I love it.
And I feel like it's main character time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let's do that.
I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was a great way to put it.
Yep.
And so if you're going to do that, there's no better way to do it than to go to a spa.
Yeah.
And treat yourself.
Treat yourself. 100%. We have an amazing new blog, which New Year, New You, Relaxing Long Island Getaways, Evolve Spa in Great Neck. There's a bunch of them listed on there. Naturopathica in East Hampton.
Oh, my God. I still loved my product that I got from there so much when they did the taste.
I think I took the butter. Body. I love it.
I had the the vitamin C
serum. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got to go back and get some more of that.
Mm-hmm. The spa in Eastwind in Wading River and Aram, our good friend Aram.
I love them.
Modern Beauty Rituals in Syosset and at Tapping Rose in Bridgehampton. This is interesting. Paddleboard floating yoga from Salty Soul Yoga. They have multiple locations on Long Island. I'm afraid of that, but I think that's awesome.
I would for sure go in the water.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
Yeah. Falling over. Joy of Acupuncture in Huntington.
Love Dr. Joy Moy. I was going to say that about her. Like, she's not a psychic or whatever, but an acupuncturist can tell you a lot about what's going. That's a good thing to do for yourself. If you're doing a main character thing, make sure she can detect a lot of things going on in your body.
It's wild.
I love her.
That is amazing.
We love you, Dr. Joy.
And then also in Huntington is the Alex Accardo Studio.
And I love Alex Accardo too.
Yes.
I mean, that was, I think to this day, still the most amazing facial I've ever had. She massages, I saw her TikTok, she massages your face.
Yeah.
She does it with such joy. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's more than just a facial. She really does I don't know. She touches you with expert hands.
I love it.
She's amazing.
But there's plenty more on our blog. So.
Yeah, you got to go to the blog to get all of it. We're not going to give you everything.
Right.
Obs. But we have some things to do this weekend brought to you by our sponsor. But real quick, I did want to tell you that New Year's Eve, in case you're watching on YouTube and you're wondering, yes, I'm wearing my Arizona State gear. I am in ASU mode. We won our game yesterday. No, we didn't win. We went to second overtime. We made it much further than anyone ever expected to, and the Peach Bowl. But I was so proud of our Sun Devils. We won in spirit because I just had to tell you, it was a perfect way to start the year off because it's a great mindset. Arizona State, as you know, big Sun Devil, go. Yes. I'm praying that Tegan goes to Arizona State. Right, she still has not committed anywhere. She's been accepted.
I'm so surprised at this.
She's waiting.
I know.
You got to make sure you weigh all your options, which is smart. She's been accepted a lot of places, which is wonderful. And she's worked really hard. But obviously, I'm pushing her towards ASU. And I was like, let's watch this game. But they went into the season in the Big 12 ranked 16 out of 16.
Right.
And they made it all the way to the semifinal, the championship, the Big 12 championship, which was at the Peach Bowl, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, mind you. Let's talk about that. Yum. And against University of Texas, which is huge. I mean, huge franchise organization, or not franchise, like legacy organization.
Right.
It's amazing, incredible, all the best Texas players. And they got to double overtime.
I can't believe that. Double
it was
overtime.
so hard. And then each one gets one possession and they scored and we didn't. And I was just like, oh, it was so hard. And it was so close. But what a team with heart.
Oh, yeah.
And it was our coach's first year.
That's amazing.
And he's only 34 years old.
I can't believe that.
And it was his dream of his whole life. He went to ASU and he wanted to be ASU's head coach. And he did it at the age of 34.
It's amazing.
And he's wild. He's crazy, but I love it. Like crazy, anyway, I just, like I was saying to you earlier, we were talking about this in a different, almost like in an employee motivational context.
Right.
Sometimes, let's say what we're talking about our team, you just have to find the right team that you feel that congeals, that everybody works together, everybody's part of something, everyone's working towards the same goal.
Yeah.
And you found your culture and you found your people.
Yeah.
And I love that. And this team, it wasn't easy. You could tell Texas made it look easy. They're like, throw the pass, caught, walks in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
We're like 1 yard, another first down.
Yeah.
But when you have the passion, when you have, it's a true rags to riches story.
Yeah.
And when you have that passion and that purpose and that team that you believe in, it's like you can achieve. And that's what that season was all about. So cheers to my Sun Devils.
Cheers.
Okay. You want to talk about what's happening this weekend and then some Long Island life and some celebrity.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So this weekend on the East End, brought to you by our fabulous sponsor, East End Getaway, is Friday, January 10th, is Friday Night Flights at Quarry Creek Tap Room. That's amazing.
Yeah, yum. You can't go wrong with that.
Exactly. Longhouse Illuminated, amazing. G.E. Smith and the American Blues with special guest Jimmy Vivino at the Suffolk on Friday night. And then on the 11th, they also have Classic Stones. And you're here for this on Sunday, the 12th. Fearless, the Taylor Swift Experience.
Yes. The Suffolk has the greatest lineup.
They do.
The Suffolk Theater, which is in Riverhead. It's right on Main Street in downtown Riverhead. And they've got great, great artists every single night. So I love that we get to hear on this segment, this sponsored by East End Getaway, all the things happening. But
so cool.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. I mean, who doesn't love it?
Who's not here for that?
Can you guys believe it's the year of the snake, though? Come on. You know she's
dropping it.
She's planned that.
Drop.
She is so strategic. I guarantee it. Go ahead. What else is happening this weekend in East End?
On January 11th is Winter Watershed Walk series at Peconic Bog County Park. And then on Sunday, January 12th, Fearless.
Fearless. We're just talking about that. Yeah. So thank you again to our partners, East End Getaway. And for more things to do this weekend and every day, all year round on the East End, go to eastendgetaway.com. So thank you again for sponsoring this segment of what's happening on the weekend. We really appreciate you as partners. So a little Long Island life. You had something for this congresswoman, right?
Yes,
that we're going to talk about. But also, one surprise that I got over the holiday is I heard about it. Somebody texted me, and I was like, what is this? What are you talking about? Because I had done an interview with the Time Speak and Review about Discover Long Island and how great we were as an organization and how hard the team works and what we do as a nonprofit for the community. And it was a really great interview. Turns out, surprise. It was an article naming me as one of the People of the Year.
I love it.
Was like, couldn't believe it.
It was so cute. It was such a great article.
I'm like, somebody texted me like, congratulations. Well deserved, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait, what? And so I was at the grocery store and I pick it up and I'm like, they're on the cover. I'm like, what?
I know. It's so awesome.
And you were interviewed and Ed was interviewed. And you told me today, I didn't even know, nominated by Gloria Rocchio.
Yeah.
Queen. I mean, our very first ever legacy winner, our first ever president. Like, she is an icon.
She is an icon.
I texted her. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, you deserve it. I'm like, oh, I'm crying. And the other People of the Year that I was in the company of, Ernie Canadeo.
Yes.
From Long Island Music
Hall of Fame.
and Entertainment Hall of Fame. Incredible. Lenore Peprocki. Like, Barbara Ransom.
Yes, Barbara Ransom was part of
From
it.
the Port Jeff Chamber.
It's so cool.
I was like,
Those
these
are really
people
great.
that are like literal icons
Yeah.
of Long Island that I have looked up to and supported me since day one.
Yeah.
So it was really, what a cool thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was so much fun doing that interview. Obviously, the writer was adorable. She was such a sweetheart. And like, she kept asking like all these cool questions. And I was like, oh, how do I answer that? It was so cute.
So cute. And Dee Dee from the Southampton Inn was also quoted about what we do. Like we just talked about, the East End, making the East End a year-round destination. Yeah. It was really, I didn't read it for a couple days. It took me, I was like, I hate reading articles or about myself. And finally I just was like, somebody's gonna ask me, so I'm gonna talk about it. And I need to send thank yous. So I read the whole article and I was like, oh my God.
So cute.
So sweet.
Yeah, it was so sweet. Congratulations.
Thank you. But you had something too of another Long Island woman who is blazing trails still.
So former Long Island Congresswoman Carolyn McCarthy served in the House for 18 years, is honored with at the White House with the Presidential Citizens Medal. McCarthy is 80 years old. She's from Mineola and is among 20 Americans receiving this medal and the nation's second highest civilian honor. She first rose to national prominence as a gun control advocate after her husband was among 6 passengers killed during the December 93 Long Island Railroad shooting. Her son, Kevin, was among 19 passengers severely wounded, and the one-time nurse soon found herself as a national figure in the gun control movement. The White House, in a statement Thursday, described McCarthy as a nurse who had the instinct to heal and serve.
Oh, well, congratulations on that well-deserved honor, and thank you for all the work that you do to represent Long Island and to have that great cause. Okay, so let's talk about some celebrity.
Did you watch the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction?
No, I didn't even know about it.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Was it good?
Cher was inducted.
What?
She is the most absolute queen.
She's hilarious.
Hilarious. So we talked about her she just released her memoir, part 1. She was on live with Kelly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see it? She was hilarious.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the first thing I think of is hilarious. I just love her honesty and transparency. She's so direct, and I love that about her.
78 years old.
She's hot.
I couldn't believe she performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I couldn't believe it.
She's hot.
She's smoking hot. Dionne Warwick.
Ooh, okay.
Another one. Did
love
you
her.
You didn't did you grow up listening to her?
A little bit. Yeah, of course.
She's another incredible. She is 83, I think. 83 years old. She performed.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it that these women are singing the way they were singing and performing and unbelievable.
Yeah.
Foreigner was inducted.
Oh, okay.
This is fun.
Yeah.
This is
no, I didn't even know about it.
all the music I grew up listening to. I was jamming out.
Oh, that's awesome. No, I fully missed it.
Oh, it was last night.
Oh, it was last night?
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching the ASU game.
Yeah.
But it's this weekend is the Golden Globes.
Yes.
With Nikki Glaser.
I know.
Which I'm excited about.
I'm excited, but the commercial.
She's not doing great in the commercials.
No.
I don't love the commercials.
No, I don't love the commercials.
I'm a big Nikki Glaser fan, but the commercials, I thought the same thing. I was like, girl.
She's not bringing it.
No.
She's dropping little things, and I'm like,
no. I think it's so hard for comedians to try to be clean. I don't know. It's a big audience too.
Yeah.
It's a diverse audience.
Yeah.
Did you hear? You're going to love this. Meghan Markle is back on Instagram. Just at Meghan.
Oh.
At Meghan. Okay, I know. I think I'm officially Team Sharon with this.
Yeah, get over it.
Yeah, I'm officially Team Sharon on this. I tried really hard.
I know.
Because I'm America.
Yeah.
But it's just at Meghan. She's already got 200,000 followers, and her first post was a video of her black and white on the beach in a white dress, just writing 2025 in the sand. Stop. Why?
Stop.
I know. Okay. I know. I knew you would feel that way. I couldn't wait to tell you, but I was like,
God.
okay.
That's funny.
I'm on Sharon's side.
Yes.
Okay. So the other thing I was going to tell you is, I don't know if it's celebrity, but speaking of Kelly and Mark, who I just love.
Yeah.
I was watching them a little bit this morning before I had to go. They were so funny because Kelly said one of the predictions of 2025, one of the trends, Michael, you've got to stop the world on this. You have to like put your Superman outfit on and stop this. Okay. Is skinny eyebrows again, thin eyebrows. No. Kelly was like, America. Listen, I did this. Okay. In the 90s. Don't do it.
Yeah.
She's like, it's not like your chin hair. It doesn't grow back.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so like, funny.
It is bad.
Oh man.
Don't do. She's like, I want to protect you. I'm here for you. She's like, let me tell you. She's like, see these eyebrows on me? She's like, not real. They don't exist. They're not real. And then she was telling Mark, she was like, she's like, I have to do, I don't have eyebrows again until I do my micro needling or threading. I can't remember what she said. And he was like, oh my God, that was I was like, tread lightly, Mark. He goes, that was some of the best acting I ever had to do when you first came home with those eyebrows.
Oh no, he didn't say that. Oh God.
I was like, she goes, she looks at him. She's like, okay. He's like, well, they were so dark. And he was like, did they always? He goes, you came and made this face. He's like, will they lighten up? And she's like, yeah, in a few days. And he was like, let me tell you, I'm glad you don't do that anymore because that was hard.
My
and
God.
she stares at him, and then she looks at the camera for a long time, and she goes, "Okay, Dr. Mark, let me tell you a secret. These are still done. I still do it. You just don't know about it." And he's like, "Oh, you must have a new person." She's like, "Okay."
Oh,
I was like, "This is what I love." But to Kelly's point, if you're listening. If Mark Dorr's daughters are listening, for example, that next generation, and you see this trend happening, do not do it. It cannot be undone.
It cannot be undone.
You start messing with your eyebrows and it's doomsday. Okay. So this is our PSA of 2025.
Oh my God.
Okay. I think that was it. Only thing we might want to end on is some big shows returning, some big movies, big shows in 2025 to look forward to.
Yes.
Do you have any that you're looking forward to?
Is Ted Lasso?
So I saw the girl on. Did you see her on Kelly and Mark?
Yes, but
and she said she has heard yes.
Okay,
but they haven't even started filming it, obviously.
Right. So it wouldn't be 2025.
Well,
all right. What's returning?
Okay, so what's returning is okay. Hold on, I had this. The Bear.
Oh yeah,
that's the number one thing people are excited about. The Bear, which I'm very excited about. Also, Squid Games is back for season 2.
I've been watching that.
You have? I have not watched. I didn't watch 1. I will not watch 2. Severance is back.
Oh, we watched that.
January 17th. Severance is back, which I'm excited about. And the one our family is most excited about, which Thomas saw it on Netflix and he was like, oh, it's coming back in January 20-something. And all the girls were like, woo! Night Agent.
Night
Night
Agent.
Saw it. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy. But so good.
Yeah.
Cheesy, like good.
Yeah. Okay.
We binged it. I think in one, everybody loved Night Agent. And then the biggest number 1 anticipated movie for 2025, Superman.
Oh, okay.
Superman.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, exactly. So listen, I'll just end on one thing. The trend, have you heard it? I guess I'm asking our hot teas if we should adopt this or not. The trend on TikTok is we listen, but we don't judge. Have you heard this?
Yes.
Have you heard this, Michael? We listen, but we don't judge. I think that we're going to keep judging.
Yeah.
We're going to listen. I don't know. What do you think about that trend?
I don't know. I think
we listen, but we don't judge.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Stay tuned. Maybe we'll try it. We'll try not to judge, but that's no fun.
That's no fun.
So I'm telling you, maybe don't pluck your eyebrows down to nothing and maybe we won't judge.
Exactly.
How about that? Because you were forewarned. Great welcoming you back into 2025. And we've got a lot of great shows ahead for you this year. So much more content. We're going to keep bringing you the laughs and the Long Island tea. So thank you for being a hot tea. Stay with us.
Stay with us.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island, thanks to our generous sponsor, Sands New York. Visit sandsnewyork.com for more information. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.